Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So my name is Aris and I'm a part-time reseller, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to sell video games on Amazon FBA in 2022. I'm actually going to try to make this video as short and sweet as possible, but I have this whole box of games right here and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So before you do anything, you have to go and sign up to be an Amazon seller. So in order to sign up, you have to just go to Google and search it up. Make sure you're on the right one. It's on sell.amazon.com or sellercentral.amazon.com. Make sure you sign up using this link. So after you do sign up and you put all your information, your social and any business information or personal information, depending on if you're a sole proprietorship or not, after a couple of weeks you'll be getting a notice in the mail from Amazon, and they're actually going to send you a verification code. It's usually like a 6-digit pin, and then you're going to go to the website that they tell you to and you're going to fill out that pin. It's kind of like if you sign up for, let's just say, the regular Amazon app. You sign up to be a customer, they want to verify it's your phone number, they send you a text to your phone, you put that phone number in real quick to verify. So then after you do that, what you're going to do is you're going to head over to the Amazon seller app. You're going to download this on iPhone or Android. You're going to click on it, and what you're going to do is you're going to go to home, and when you're on your home screen, there's this little picture button. And what you could do with this little picture button is you could scan barcodes, which I'm about to show you. Okay, it already scanned the barcode. See how quick that is? But basically what you can do is two different things. You can scan the front of a video game like this, and it can actually pick up on the picture, and as you guys can see, it's going to come up right here. So the front is better used if you can't find it off of the back. As you can see, there's just so many different listings right here, but when you scan the back of the barcode, it actually comes up right away, and it's actually the only one. So as you guys can see, this game right here is selling for $46.93 in new condition on Amazon. Most of these games that I have, if not all of them, are new in this box. But once you're on your listing, you're just going to go right here. This is how you're going to check the prices, and then we're going to have to filter out what's in new condition and what's not. We're going to go to prime and new, and as you guys can see right there, it's at $46.93. So that's the cheapest copy right now. That's actually my name right there on Amazon, bold and limitless. So then now that you filtered out the price and what we're going to want to list it for at $46.92, that'll be the cheapest one. We're going to hit sell, and after we press on sell, what we're going to do is we're going to wait for it to load, obviously, and then right here you're going to put your standard price. You're going to put $46.92, whatever you want to price it at, and then you're going to hit condition new. Amazon will ship and provide this service if you're doing FBA. Merchant fulfilled is basically where you ship it yourself, but this video is primarily focusing on Amazon FBA, where you send it to their warehouse and then they do the work for you. And then all you have to do is press save and finish. I already have it, so I'm not going to show you guys, or I'm not going to redo it. But basically what happens is you're going to be able to go to your inventory, and after 5 minutes, it should show up. It doesn't show up right away usually. So right here, as you guys can see, I have a couple copies right there. And then afterwards, all you have to do is list one. So in this box right here, I have a ton of the same game, but if you have multiple copies of the same game, all you have to do is list one of them. You don't have to put in the quantity. When you're actually going to send the shipment out to Amazon, that's when you're actually going to update the quantity. I forgot to mention this, but this is really important. So right here, when you open up the case, this is an example of a game that's in acceptable condition on Amazon. Since it does not have the manual or inserts, it must be sold as acceptable condition. If it does have the manual like I have right here, you can sell it in used very good condition, but only if the actual case and everything is in good shape. So if this game had tears and stuff like that, or for example, if the cover art was missing, then it's not considered complete in box, and you cannot sell it in very good condition on Amazon. If you want to sell games that aren't complete in box and manual, maybe your better bet is to just go to eBay. Obviously on Amazon, things sell for a lot more money, but on eBay, it's a lot less returns. So if you want to prevent yourself from getting a return, that's probably the best option that you guys can do. So one thing that I want to share with you guys too is sometimes there's cases that are really gross. This is not a great example, but sometimes cases are completely ripped up. What you can do is you could literally pull the cover art out from right in here, and you could literally switch it into a replacement case. This is going to be hard because I'm holding my GoPro in my hand, so let me just get it in there a little bit. And then what you want to do, now that I have it a little bit in there, is just push it inside, and you could actually put the replacement cover art in the case. I'm still struggling, so just give me 1 second. All right, now that's back in there, and as you guys can see, you have a game that's complete in box and manual, and you can sell it in very good condition. This is why games in very good condition are really good to sell on Amazon, because as you guys can see, the lowest price in used condition is $9.58. So you're thinking you're not going to really make much. So if you guys want to see how much your breakdown is from Amazon FBA, make sure you're not on seller fulfilled but Amazon fulfilled, and it tells you that you'll make $3.64 after fees, but that's not actually accurate, which is why the condition is so important. So we're going to click on condition. As you guys can see, There's absolutely no one selling it in prime, very good condition. There are people selling it in regular used condition, but it's not from Amazon Prime. Basically, the difference is this is merchant fulfilled, and we're focusing on Amazon FBA. When you send stuff to Amazon FBA, it's always prime, like the stuff that shows up in your house in 2 days, that kind of prime. So basically, people pay up for that kind of stuff. Basically, you can kind of set your own price here. So obviously, I wouldn't go higher than this like new, just because, I don't know, you kind of have to filter it out, but I would go somewhere between 30 to 35 in Amazon Prime condition. So I would go ahead, do that same thing. I would hit list. I would go to more attributes. I'd make sure that I'd put the price for the item, and then I'm going to put the condition and all the notes too. So I originally filmed this, but I lost the footage, so I'm going to refilm it again in a different location, so don't be weirded out by this. But anyways, what we're going to do to list this game is we're going to list it. We're going to press list down here at the bottom right corner. Once it actually loads, we're going to go into it. As I said before, we're going to sell it for $29.99, around 30 bucks. I said 30 to 35 before, but then we're going to click on more attributes. And once we click on that, we're going to press the condition. We're going to say use very good because it's complete inbox manual. You don't have to upload any pictures or anything like that with this. But then the next step to do with this is we're going to need to write a condition note. So what I like to do is write tested and works. I like to test out all my games before shipping it out to Amazon. And then what I'm going to write next is I'm going to say complete inbox with manual. And then after that, I'm going to write you are not fully satisfied with your purchase, please return. This is hard to do while filming. Please return for a full refund. So it's just something that I think is good to do. On Amazon, basically you can return games for any reason. Amazon is really stingy with the return, so why not make the buyer trust you? Like, building trust with the buyer is really important. And then what you're going to do now is you're just going to press on save and finish. I'm not actually going to list this game because it's actually one that I have, but that's what you have to do in order to list the game. Another helpful tip that I wanted to share with you guys is actually a fee breakdown. You could actually put your cost of purchase in there too. So for example, if you spent $1 on this item, you can actually like subtract that and it will give you your net profit. So like I said before, we're going to want to sell this game for around $30 because that'll be the cheapest, and we'll end up making $20 after fees if I spent $1 on it. Another good thing to look out for on Amazon is sales rank. 100,000 is actually kind of high for video games. The best ranking is between 1 and 50,000, and it should sell pretty quickly. Anything that's like 1 to 10,000 is selling like several copies every single day. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is head over to sellercentral.amazon.com. And once you're there, you're going to hover over the inventory tab. It's up there at the top, and you're going to scroll down to manage FBA inventory. And once you click on that, you're going to see all of your inventory. On the left-hand side, there's going to be check boxes that you can check off. So make sure you check off all of the items that you plan on sending out in your shipment. So in total in this shipment, I have 3 different items. So I'm just finding them. And once I click on them, we'll be able to move on to the next tab. So now that I have all 3 clicked, I'm going to select on send/replenish inventory, and we are going to have to press continue. Just make sure that everything is all right. Make sure you clicked on the right ones. And now that you've pressed continue, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make sure if there's any prep required. For media and video games, you can just hit prep not required, and you're going to type in the amount of units. So for that one, I had 1 unit. For the Diablos, I had 22, and for the Minecraft, I had 6. After this, we're going to hit on pack individual units. You could also print Sku Labels now, but we're actually going to do that in the next step. There's 2 different ways to print that out. So once you click on pack individual units, after you make sure all of your numbers are correct, make sure all of your numbers are correct, because sometimes it's a little bit of a hassle to get back. It takes a few seconds to load, but once it does load, you'll be onto this page right here. And what you're going to want to do is hit that button right there and print all Sku labels. And what this is going to do is it's going to set out all the labels that you have to put out on your video games or media, whatever you're shipping out. And you're going to just want to print this out. But what you're going to need is 30 up labels, which I'll explain to you. So in order to actually label your products, what you guys are going to need is these 30 up labels. I'm going to put the link down in the description below, but you can get like 1,000 of them for like 15 to 20 bucks. I have one that already peeled out. So basically you put them right into your printer, and when you press print on Amazon, it will print a little Sku onto one of these little labels, And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna put the little label on the back of the game, book, or whatever you're selling on Amazon. So this is a good example for some of the new copies of games. For example, like the Diablos right here, Amazon's actually not making us put a SKU label on them, but for the Minecrafts right here, we're gonna have to put the SKU labels on. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna peel one of the ones that say Minecraft. This is kind of difficult to do with one hand, but we're gonna take this off and we're gonna cover the barcode. Make sure you cover the barcode entirely, because Amazon could possibly send you a fine if they accidentally scan the wrong barcode. That's not actually the SKU label they want you to use. But basically, we're gonna put all of the Minecraft labels on here and the one Madden game in use condition. 99.9% of the time, I don't know if there's ever gonna be a time where a used game won't have a label. Make sure you always put the labels on everything and make sure you put them on accurately. So now that we have the labels on the products, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the measurements of the box. What I like to do is get boxes from U-Haul, and they actually predetermine the box sizes. So this is a perfect example if you want to reuse a box and you have a box at home. So this right here is going to be 16 inches across. You're going to want to measure this way as well. The length and width are both 16 inches because this is more of a square shape. And then we're going to want to measure the height, which is about 10 inches. So I'm going to be putting 16 by 16 by 10, and then we're going to weigh this bad boy. So before we actually are going to weigh the box, we're going to want to make sure everything is packed all neatly and properly. So I'm going to be putting all of these games in the box real quick, and then I'm going to show you guys how to finish it and top it off, and then we're going to throw some labels on it. So this is the bubble wrap that I used. I ordered this from AmericanBubbleBoy.com. You can actually get 4 rolls in total. It comes out to like 750 square feet if I'm not mistaken, for like 35 to 40 bucks. It actually shows up in your house in 2 days. But anyways, this is all packaged up now. Now we're going to close it up like this, and we're going to tape it up. This is really hard to do, but basically what we're going to do is we're going to tape this right across the seam just like this. Take it right across, and we're going to put this down a bunch of times to make sure that everything is actually going to be completely secure. This is just a regular tape gun, but this is actually the best one that I've ever used. This is from Mr. Pen. You can get it on Amazon for like 15-20 bucks. Best one I've ever used. Saves so much time. Now that it's all packaged up, we're going to actually weigh our box. You could use any scale. I like to use this one. I bought this from like Walmart. And you guys are probably wondering why I'm doing this outside, but it's because the lighting is actually fantastic and it's a really nice day. I'm literally dropping the box, but it's a really nice day. So let's see what we're going to do here. Put it on the scale. It's actually not registering what it's going to be on the scale. After weighing it, it came out to about 8 pounds. Fun fact, I actually couldn't weigh this on the scale because it was too light. You have to be at least like 10 to 15 pounds for this scale to pick you up. So basically what I did is I weighed myself, and then I weighed myself with the box and subtracted my weight in order to get the total weight, which was 8 pounds. It was around like 7.7, but you just round up on Amazon. Once that's set up, you're going to hit everything will fit into one box, assuming everything does. If not, you'll have to do multiple boxes. It's easiest to just make everything fit in one. You're going to put all your box dimensions. You're going to hit confirm packing requirements, and then after that you're going to hit continue. Obviously everything takes a few seconds to load. Amazon is not super speedy. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to select the date that you're going to have to ship this out on. I selected Monday, and afterwards we're going to hit purchase. Actually, we're not going to hit anything yet. We're going to make sure that everything's correct. It's going to go through UPS. It's so cheap to send stuff out to Amazon. For that box, it's literally $5. Even if it was like 30 pounds, it'd probably only be like 15 to 20 bucks. But then afterwards we're just going to make sure that everything is correct and it's generating our shipping labels. And now that that's all set up, we're going to press print. So I have a 4x6 thermal printer. It makes things a lot easier for me. But if you have a regular printer at home, just make sure you change that to 8.5 by 11. You'll press print, and then once that's set up, it'll bring you to a new tab. I'm not going to show you that real quick. Actually, I'm going to have to blur that out because I had my address. But now you're pretty much all good to go. You just got to print it out, put all your labels on your box, and you're ready to send your first shipment out to Amazon FBA. So now this is all packaged up. I actually have the labels on the other side, but I don't want to show you guys my address. And now it's ready to go to UPS. You just got to go in there. You're going to scan it real quick. They'll give you a receipt, and that's going to be it. Before finishing this video up, I just have something else really important to show you. I have this game right here that I'm going to scan on Amazon. And sometimes there's going to be this little thing that says requires approval. And basically what that means is you can't sell those specific video games. So some companies, such as like Nintendo, some Sega products, it just depends on the company. And if there are certain manufacturers that make the actual game itself, they're going to block you and prevent you from selling games like this on Amazon. So I'm actually not allowed to sell this. In order to get approved on Amazon in certain categories, this is going to be a separate video for another day. I haven't even been engaged myself, but there are so many games that are not restricted. So you just got to keep scanning until you find the ones that are actually profitable. Not only profitable, ones that you can actually have permission to sell. So there might be a couple steps that I did miss in this video, or a couple steps that might be different than you guys, but basically this is just the gist of how I do it. More often than not, this is how you can do it. There's plenty of other videos out there on YouTube that can also help you out as well. But if you do have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Can help you guys out as much as I can. And that's gonna be the end of the video for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed it and have a great rest of your day. Peace.